Today I'm ranking 50 anime editors. Are they underrated, fairly rated, or getting way too much hype? And spoiler, but some of these takes might be a little bit controversial. So without further ado, let's dive right on in. Okay, first up we've got Molob. Overrated. Now stay with me now, okay, stay with me. If you go into his comment section and scroll down, you're gonna see dozens upon dozens of people hyping him up, saying he's the best editor ever. And he's a good editor, do not get me wrong. I've said it before, his basics are basic, elite, maxed out. That is funny. What was I saying? But to say he's like the best or one of the top, it pains me, but I have to say overrated. And then next up we've got Xenos. Overrated again. Wow, we're starting off. We are coming out of the gate swinging. And it is for the same reasons stated for Molob. Alright, next is Montori, my goat. This guy, underrated. He's got an incredible style, consistently making bangers, and his creativity is just off the charts. Underrated. Next up is Rudikun, again underrated. His skill to his views ratio it does not match. He doesn't post much, but he has been in the community for a while now, and he is an incredible editor. Someone else who has been in the community for a while, Nanimolo. I'm gonna say rated here. He's got some very creative edits, especially of recent. The Geometry Dash one comes to mind. I also do really like how he edits niche animes too, and not just mainstream. And his song selection, very peak. Next up is Pyramid, and I'm gonna say rated here, which may be a surprise, but the reason I don't say underrated is because he's sort of built up a reputation now for being notorious for winning just like a bunch of OCs. So that is why I'm saying rated. Following that is Unique, and again, I'm gonna say rated. He's got great basics and he's widely regarded as a very good editor, so I'd say rated is a good slot for him. Next up is Blubs, and I had a bit of dilemma trying to choose which one here, but I think I'm gonna say rated. But the very top, he's edging on overrated. He's an amazing editor and regarded as such, maybe one of the fastest growing modern or recent editors. Almost falls into the trap of the comment section, you know, getting hyped up way too much, but I would say he is rated. Also, let me just clarify, when I say overrated, I'm not saying that they're bad, like not at all. I'm merely just comparing the amount of glaze an editor gets to how much they deserve. But this is all just my opinion as well, so take it with a grain of salt. And moving on, we've got Purgify. I'm tempted to say rated, but I'm gonna have to go with underrated. I mean, this guy's good at basically every style. He's got iconic text and movement, definitely deserves more hype. On the flip side, we have Zyper. Easiest overrated of my life. This guy is such a bum, bro. Okay, rated. Neptune. An OG editor, popularized the glitch style for AMV back in the day. But as of modern day, overrated or rated? Overrated. I'm gonna say high rated, up there with Blubs. Snazzy, another fucking pile of dog shit. Okay, underrated, I guess. He's got good song selection as well. Infinity, borderline underrated, but I'm gonna say rated here because he has got recognition for the Infinity/silent style. He's popularized it and a lot of people look up to him and take inspiration from him now, so I would say rated. And Silent rated as well, all those reasons that I just mentioned, same as Infinity. Troubled Duck, a rising recent editor, and I'm gonna say overrated. See, if I made this video like a month ago, I would probably say underrated. But given the glaze and the recognition he's got as of recent, like people will see a white background and colored shape layers and scream Troubled Duck. And yes, he has popularized the style, and yes, he is an amazing editor. He's super creative, super innovative, but the way the community has reacted, I gotta say overrated. Moving on now to Aqua. Oh, I'm tempted to say underrated here, but I think he's pretty commonly acknowledged as a solid editor, so I'm gonna say low on the rated. Next up is 9 Headache, underrated. Despite his glaze, in my opinion, he created the best edits the AMV community has ever seen. I mean, that shit still blows my mind to this day. So yeah, underrated. Deserves more hype. Zed Nenkai, underrated. For the impact he's had on style creativity, especially with his no face edit, I'm sure many of you have seen it, I'd say he deserves more hype. Gojo. Now this one's a tricky one, this is very tricky. Ultimately, I think I'm landing on rated. He is very glazed, but it could be seen as all deserved given he pioneered like a new style, a very popular one at that. I don't know. This one's hard, this one's hard. I'm gonna say high rated, up there with blobs and all that. Next up is the GOAT. I think we can all agree this one is undisputed, easily underrated. As much as I'd love to finger my own asshole, the subscriber and hype to skill ratio, it just isn't balancing itself out. Again, I fall into the trap of the comment section where I've got people saying my edits are amazing and such and such and such, which I appreciate. I love you all. Come here, give me a big old kiss. But it is not all deserved, is what I would say. Next up is Flick. I feel like Flick slips under the radar sometimes. Or maybe just for me, because with his style, the Sanchez style of movement, it just isn't my favorite personally, but I'm trying to be non-biased here, so I'm thinking borderline underrated, but still rated. Razor, underrated. Even though he's got almost 50k, his skill should attract more hype. I mean, his creativity in the vibe scene knows no bounds. It's incredible. And we've got Kudorux, rated. In my opinion, I would say his skill matches the hype. Great editor. Next up is Wizzy. He's got a basic style, but it is done well. I do like it, so I would say rated. Tyson, again a similar style to Wizzy, basic but done very well in my opinion. I think the hype matches the skill, so I would say rated. And P-Junkie. If I look at this objectively, I would say back in the day he used to be rated, but nowadays I would say underrated. I do really like his IRL style of edits of recent, which I think a lot of people don't tend to, so that is maybe why the hype is not equaling the skill. Faxco, an up-and-coming editor. He does have a lot of motion with his Naruto and Hinata edits getting over 1.6 million views, which is hype. So it pains me. Actually, nah, he is a great editor, so I'd say it's deserved. I'd say rated. Quixer AMV. This guy posts infrequently, but he is crazy good for the following that he has, so definitely underrated. Mikey McQueen, another crazy underrated. He's super creative. I love his almost like video game style with the 3D layers and shapes and all that and the lighting. Very nice. Next up, we've got another content creator, Kida. Like I said, mainly a content creator. So in terms of editing, I love my boy, but I gotta say overrated. I think he falls into the same trap as myself. The hype just overglazes the skill. Felix AEP, underrated. He's got some great motion over on TikTok and a good amount here on YouTube, but still, I would say underrated. Drizzy, great editor here. I would say rated. The hype equals the skill. Next is Isaac FX. Here I'm saying he's like borderline rated, but personally I would say underrated. He's got some really vibey edits, some great storytelling and visuals, so I don't think he gets enough hype. Muyo Explosion. I don't know why, but to me, Muyo and Faxco are like two peas in a pod. I consider them in the same category. Maybe because they both had a 10k open collab at the same time, one of which I placed on the leaderboard. You know me. Again though, Muyo is a fantastic editor, so deserves the hype. I would say rated. Following that is Zamazu. I'm tempted to say rated because he is pretty well known amongst a lot of people, but being arguably one of the best light motion editors out there, in relation to his following, I gotta say underrated. Ryan, fantastic name I gotta say, real manly, you know. In terms of his editing skill though, rated. Alright, up next, Sanchez. This one's hard. Again, like Gojo, like Molob, like Xenos, a lot of the big editors, they get a ton of glaze. But it could be valid. He did pioneer a new style. The movement especially, that sort of zoom in, zoom out type of Sanchez movement. I might be sliding him into overrated. Yeah, just at the bottom though. Alright, next up is Lozzy, a personal favorite of mine. I'm gonna say underrated. I love his ideas, I love his creativity. He's inspired some of my edits. Super clean, underrated. Rethink, one of the greatest and most known CapCut editors on YouTube, and he's well hyped for it. Great edits, I would say rated. Zezim, I'm tempted to say underrated. He's got some super iconic text, but he's rated, I'd say. Nikovax. May hurt some feelings here, but I'ma say overrated. Mostly just because of how overused and overhyped his style has become, especially by project file users. Which isn't a reflection on him, so I'm sort of being unfair by just shoving him into overrated, but it sort of ties into it, you feel me? And moving on to someone who has almost no glaze for his high level of skill, we have X-Rage. One of the fastest improving editors in my opinion, right next to Infinity, and super underrated. Seriously, some of the best MoGraph ideas and execution I've ever seen. Sylim, master of many styles, and despite almost 25k, I would still say he doesn't get enough hype, so I'm putting him into underrated. Plan B. Some of the most creative and unique edits I've ever seen. Definitely deserves more hype, underrated as fuck. And for the 45th one, we've got Return. An OG GOAT, doesn't post anymore unfortunately, but back in his prime, him and Xenos were moving mad. I'm a bit unsure about the rating here though, because back in his prime I would say overrated. But the hype has sort of disappeared considering he's disappeared from the community, so I'm creating a new category here. I'm doing NA. Look, it's my video, I make the rules. JCar, same reasons as I just gave for Return, NA. Flow B, and again for the triple, NA. Alright, third to last, we've got Xsense. I'm conflicted here, I'm really conflicted. Because Xsense has some of the most solid AMV work in the game. If you could even consider it AMV work, to be honest. I want to say he deserves more hype, because his work is amazing. But there is a hefty chunk there. So I think I'm landing on rated. Second to last is Suchi, another editor that I feel goes under my radar sometimes, but he does have a good amount of hype, good editor too. I'm landing on rated. And finally, our 50th editor, Eluxa. He's got a great style, inspired me a few times to use displacement maps and smoke or like ink transitions. So overall, I'm saying deserves more hype, underrated. And there we have it. Again, this was all just my opinion, so I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you changed my mind, I would be very open to that. But that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.